Hello, everybody. How are we? Is it cold where you are? Some of you have snow that don't normally have snow. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I want to kick off tonight. I'm just gonna go over a couple things and remind you of things we have going on, and then I'm gonna pass it to Carol. Carol is your speaker tonight, and yeah, she'll probably take you to church. You're right. And then I will be hopping off. I am doing a call on sponsoring for the SS or for the Star Directors, and so Jess is going to close us tonight. Okay, so just a couple reminders. We are deep into the month. There is 10 days left in this month, and they are, in my opinion, the busiest 10 days. Like the end of January, usually there's a little bit of a surge because there's lots of people still trying to reach the next level of the incentive. So I know we've got a lot of people that are pushing hard. Drop in the chat if you've reached an incentive level and if you are pushing towards an incentive level. Drop in the chat so everyone can cheer you on. Wonderful. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I will tell you, I've seen people do insane things in 10 days. So don't count yourself out. Don't count yourself out, friends. Okay. As you know, we bring back my bar. That is going well, going strong. That host, the double half price this month, that is a strong indicator. You still have time to find someone to host for you if you are looking for some extra PRV. The Valentine's Day collection is doing really well. That join kit, can we talk about that $20 join kit? I know I mentioned it a couple weeks ago, but I want to mention it again. I'm not always the biggest proponent of the low cost kits, but this one I am a huge fan of because it has all the things you truly do need to launch your business. And so if you haven't reached out to all of your best customers, to anyone you know that needs a little extra money, this is the time to do it. And, so I was listening to something and someone said, don't assume that your customer, Carol, was it you? Someone said, don't assume your customers are ghosting you. Was that you on your thing last night? Maybe I feel like,
Last night? What was I
or
doing last night?
yesterday afternoon. Was it on your boot camp training? Maybe. Okay. Well, anyways, what I heard was, I don't know who said it. Maybe it wasn't Carol. Someone said, don't make the assumption that because someone doesn't reply to you, that they are ghosting you. Don't make that assumption because how many times do you get a text message or an email and you're like, oh, I'm going to go back and reply to that. Oh, I'm going to go back and order. Oh my gosh, that's a great sale. I'm going to go back and take advantage of that. And then you never do because we all are going so many different directions and we all get so busy. So don't make an assumption that your customers are ghosting you if they didn't reply. It used to be people had to see things like 7 or 8 times to take action. Now it's like 12 or 13. It's a lot. So, yes, it was Carol, they said in your video. Yes. So don't hesitate to reach out to people, is what I'm saying. And then, as I said before, this is the end of the incentive period. There is plenty of time to crush that still. So, and I sometimes hear people say, I'm so far away. And I'm going to say this, unless you give it your all till the very last minute on January 31st, if you do and you still fall short, you know that you did everything you could do. But if you quit on the 21st, you don't really know what you're leaving on the table or what you can leave behind. So that's what I think is going on. That's what I think is important for you to be working on the next 10 days. We are back. I am back from leadership. If you haven't watched Dan's video, I would also highly, highly, highly encourage that. He does a really great job of explaining the changes that are coming and why. At leadership, the feedback and the vibe and the energy in the room was it was the best leadership I've been to in many, many, many years. And it was the collaboration and the connection and the hope in the room was really, really positive. So I'm going to pass it to Carol. The floor is yours.
I gotta unmute myself. Okay, I have if my thing goes off, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm trying, I don't know how to turn off my messages so they won't ding. I have people texting me. Let me just see if I quit my messages, if that will not happen here. Let's try that. Okay, guys. Well, hello, hello. Welcome to Tuesday Team Talk. Okay, guys, tonight we're gonna talk about getting customers and how to connect with customers, how to follow up, how to do all the things, okay? And I'm gonna share my screen. So let's see if this works. Don't look at people who message me. I don't know why. There we go. Is that better? Can you guys see that? Yeah, great, perfect. All right. Because for some reason I can't get this to go into presentation mode. It's just one of those days. Like sometimes we just have days where no matter what we try to do, our poop is never in a group and it's not going to work. So here we are. All right. So we're going to make the best of the situation. All right. So tonight, guys, this quote is one of my favorite quotes. The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. So we have so many people nowadays that want a lot of things for nothing, right? And so they want a business, they want all these things to happen for them, but they are not willing to put in the work. So a lot like what Karen said is you just have to keep going until the fat lady sings. Like, do not give up until midnight on January 31st. You never know what can happen in your business, and you never know what can happen in your business if you don't follow up with your people, guys. So how many of you do follow-ups? Drop a 1 in the chat if you do a follow-up with your customers. Okay, I want to see who does. Look at lots of 1s. Put a 2 if you don't, and you need to work on it. Like you're not great at it, but you need to work on it. So drop a 2 if you're like, oh, that needs some work. Okay, all right. So that's what I'm going to try to help you guys with tonight is how to follow up for your customers. So every single one of your customers is wearing a sign that says, make me feel special. So we have to create relationships. We have to start conversations. We have to compliment and converse and connect. So let me give you an example, something that happened. So one of my customers bought a warmer on clearance and she had it shipped to her, wrapped it up for Christmas, gave it to her as a Christmas present. Then she messaged me, but I follow up with her. Like I said, I let her know that I sent her a text message saying the order was arriving. Thank you for your order. So I make sure my customers have my phone number or my way to get a hold of me. Plus I send emails and I do multiple things. Well, they opened the present at Christmas and the warmer didn't work. They put a bulb in it and it like blew the bulb when it turned it on. Then she took a couple of her extra bulbs and put another bulb in, just thinking maybe it was just that first bulb. Nope, second bulb busted. And then they tried a third bulb and it busted. And so then she texts me saying, I got this warmer and it is not working. And I was like, no problem. We have a lifetime electrical warranty. I will get it fixed. Just remind me which warmer it is because like, I don't know what it is at this point. So she sends me a picture. I'm like, no problem. So I go in my workstation, start the support ticket to get it exchanged for another one. Well, and then what I did personally is I took a 3-pack of light bulbs that I have in my office here, because I have light bulbs all the time for my warmers and for other people's warmers. And I put a 3-pack of bulbs in a little padded envelope and sent her 3 replacement bulbs. Why did I do that? Customer service. And she is raving now about how, well, actually her bulbs arrived before her warmer did, but that's also schematics, but either way, but she is raving because I gave her 3 light bulbs that cost me nothing because I take them at free price. I take them for free product and at my parties and stuff. So all it cost me was to mail those bulbs to that customer, but now I have a customer for life. And so the fortune is in the follow-up where you have to follow up with current customers, with past customers. And it's just as simple as reaching out saying, hi, how are you? How are you loving your product? So I've got a couple things on here, like, how are you loving your product? Let them know when their order is going to arrive because there's so many porch pirates. Like it's important to let them know that this order is shipping because sometimes they don't get the emails. They don't see the email that says it's shipping. So as soon as I see it, I shoot them a text with the tracking number. I copy it, paste it in the text message, and I send it to them. So when I'm following up with customers I haven't talked to in a while, hey, what are you low on that I can help you replace? Do you need any wax or bulbs? If they are local to me, hey, I'm placing an order that's going to qualify for no additional shipping charge for you if you want to add to this order. If your customers are out of town, obviously you're going to have to ship to them, unless you can find someone who wants to just collect the orders and have everything shipped to them, right? So you can get a few really good customers that want to have those things happen. Anytime there's something new, this Valentine's Day collection, or anytime we have a new special, I'm excited to share something new with you. You should check this out. I think you will love this. I mean, your customers want to know what you recommend. What do you love? I have a one customer, she texts me, okay, so we have this code. We know that if I love it, she hates it. And if she hates it, I love it. So she'll message me and say, do you think I would love this? And I smell it and I'm like, yep, if it's gag worthy for me, it's great for her. So we know that I know that I can recommend to her 100%, you're going to love this scent. And but if I love it though, we've come across just a couple scents that can kind of, mostly the manly clean scents, right? But that's how I have to get to know my customers. And how am I going to get to know them if I don't have any conversations with them, if I'm not talking about things, or if I'm not sharing things? So going live and smelling scents when they're available, like those are big things to do on your social media, in your VIP pages. What's happening? Oh, any of those things. So it's like, think about, what can I do? How can I let my customers smell this scent and tell them what it smells like when they're not able to smell it, right? Until I recommend it. As a consultant, I get money back on my purchases. Would you be interested in learning more? It's about inviting people to take a look at our opportunity, inviting people to host a party. Hey, stop paying. Somebody like sends me a big order. I'll say, you know what? Let's not pay full price for this stuff. How about we do a party and get you going with these things, right? So it's like, who do you know that doesn't want to pay? I don't want to pay full price for my Scentsy products. That's exactly why I signed up to be a consultant, right? What about you guys? Did you sign up for a discount? Type yes in the comments, right? Type yes that you wanted to be, you wanted the discount, right? I signed up because I'm my own best customer. Yesterday at the boot camp, if you guys are in that, I told you guys about, I did actually kind of for a moment forget what I talked about yesterday, just because I have like senioritis a lot of the times where I'm like, well, I don't know if that was actually me or not, but I was talking about how I was telling a newer consultant that I'm my own best customer. I use 6 packs. I use a 6 pack of wax every week. I use a 6 pack of pods every week. I use a tub of washer whiffs every 10 days, 7 to 10 days, because I'm a 2 to 3 scooper in our laundry, and we do laundry every single day. And so like I'm seriously, I had to become a consultant because I was going to go in the poorhouse uh, buying all this stuff because it was so good, right? And so how I've got to teach my customers how to be really their own best customer too, right? And so asking for referrals, we've got to get new customers in the door constantly. That is the lifeblood of our business. So who do you know that this would be great for? But by hosting parties and getting people to get their stuff for free and half price, they're going to invite you into their circle of people. And so, and you can also I don't want to say a line, but you can just also say, like, I'm currently building in your area. Do you know anyone who would be interested in sharing Scentsy with their friends and family? I have a goal. I had a goal when I very first started Scentsy. I wanted a consultant in all 50 states and in different countries that we're in. And now my goal, I had that. I have accomplished that. We have multiple consultants in in all 50 states. Some states I still only have like one or two, but hey, it's a win, right? But now I want a director in all of those states. And that's what I'm working on in our organization, is to building leaders in those states. And so, but that just comes from people talking about the product and building and sharing with their friends and family. So don't be scared of following up. I love to just pretend people have no idea what I do for work, or they just have no idea that or I'll pretend I've never followed up with them before. I'll be like, hey, did you know this is happening this month? Let me know if you want something, And so I always, I think my best thing is that I always invite. I invite and offer. It's no skin off my back. I was a server for a really long time, and I did waitressing, right? So if you had coffee on your thing and I came by with a coffee pot and said, would you like some more coffee? If you said no, I wouldn't slam the pot down and be like, what? You don't want any more of my coffee? Like I would never act that way. I would just be like, okay, moving on to the next table. That's how you have to come across as your business is you just want to offer and invite. Hey, I've got it. Oh, really messed this up, huh? Now you can see my Facebook and everything, huh? What did I do? I totally closed the screen. All right. Well, I'm just going to stop sharing right now anyway. All right. So, but look at me. I got so riled up. I messed up my whole computer. Okay. But anyway, I'm not going to be upset. I'm just not going to be offended if somebody says no. But if I don't offer, I'm never going to get a no or a yes. And so that's where I just want to get with always offer your services, always offer your help in placing the order. The Senti Connect app, seriously, top notch, reminds you to follow up with people, reminds you of who you need to reach out to. I use an Excel spreadsheet because I'm very much like I want things all on my own. And I like an Excel spreadsheet. Yeah. Oh, I love that, Noemi. Closed mouths don't get fed. Yes. So if you don't ask, you'll never receive. And so it's so important for you to just keep asking every customer. And even if you've asked them before, don't ask them again the next day or maybe even the next week. But don't be afraid to ask customers every single month if they want to host a party or if they want to get on your schedule because you have this new catalog that's going to come out. And I've heard rumors that it's freaking amazing. I haven't seen it yet, which bums me out, but I'm sure we're going to see it, here soon. But I've heard rumors, I've heard little chatters that it's really awesome. So like build the excitement with your customers now and be like, my schedule is filling up fast. Right now, I only have a few openings in March and April. If you want to get in for that new catalog party, now's the time. Let me know if I can put your name down. What day and time would work best for you? When you are in high demand, people want to be a part of it. When you are like, I only have one weekend left in my schedule because it is slam packed. I want to get you in there. So think about how can I best serve my customers, but I don't want to always be available. Does that make sense? So, and it's like, I'm placing an order this week. If you make deliveries, I can only deliver on this day, and you make your rounds and you deliver that day. Set the schedule to like what you want, but that always makes your customer feel valued and important. Everyone's wearing a sign that says, make me feel special. So the more special that you can make your customer feel, the more that they're going to want to do business with you. People will spend more money with people that they know, that they like, and that they trust. And so by building customers, getting new people, keeping track of who's ordering from you, it's really important. So whether you use an Excel spreadsheet, a sheet of paper, write people's names down and write how often they order from you. And then if somebody hasn't ordered since January of last year, it really is time to reach out to that person and be like, how can I serve you? It's been a year. Do you realize it's been a year since we've chatted or since you've bought anything? Now, and then that also opens the door to be like, I don't know if you're buying from somebody else, but just let me know if you're being a wax floozy. I'm just kidding. It's like, I hate those kind of customers that just buy from everybody. But sometimes they have multiple people in their families and they need to spread the wealth, which I totally get. And so then I just know that they're not my personal loyal customer. And so that I know I can just kind of move on and not worry too much about them. But every customer is important. Every name that you receive and every email and every phone number is important. Don't lose it because you can always send a text message to somebody in the past and be like, hey, is this still so-and-so's phone? When they reply no, then you can be like, oh, well, that's okay. Hi, my name's Carol. And do you like your house to smell good? Like you can just sit there and take this opportunity to now market to someone new because you already had that phone number. It's not like you went and stole it. But there are so many things, guys, that you can do in your business to take it to the next level. And just know that if you haven't followed up with somebody for a long time and you're not quite sure, right, how to approach them, if you know that they've purchased a warmer from you, I love doing a warranty check for people just to be like, hey, did you know that we have a lifetime warranty on our warmers, on our electrical? Is your warmer still working? Do you need any replacement bulbs or would you like some wax? And it just leads the door open for you to now have a conversation of how do you like your warmer? Are you wanting to upgrade it? Have you made any decor changes? Is there anything I could help you with? Right? So it's just asking lots and lots and lots of questions. And so instead of just selling to somebody, inquire, how are things? What are you doing? Have you moved recently? Can I update your address? I like to check in with people and just be like, are you in the same place? People are moving all the time. I just want to make sure that my mail is getting to you. But find a reason, stalk them on Facebook and find out their birthdays and shoot them a birthday text. Make sure you wish everyone happy birthday, right? There's just so many opportunities, right, for you to reach out to people and be a person. You don't always have to be a salesperson, but people you want just to stay in their mind. So then when they think, man, my house smells terrible, I should call Carol. It's not that I'm going to tell them that their house smells bad or that but they're going to see it like in my stories. They're going to see me doing things like changing my wax and doing stuff in my home. I just want to stay in the forefront of people's minds. So then when the opportunity arises and they need something, they're going to be like, oh, I think Carol's still doing that. I've seen all these other people quit, and there's going to be a lot of people quit. I'm just here to tell you from some of the I've seen on some of these pages, there's going to be a mass exodus of some people. But you know what? Great. More orphans for me to claim, right? More people for me to help because I'm firmly planted. I'm obsessed with this business, with this company. I am not going anywhere. And I pray that a lot of you guys are feeling the same way because you have to have conviction and just know that some of these changes are for the benefit of the company, for us to continue to move forward, and that we just have to link arms and run. We have to link arms and run together and be like, there's no turning back. And so here we are. All right. I think I'm supposed to just do 30 minutes. Is that right? And then now it's your turn.
Yeah, this was great.
Are there any questions? Is there anything I need to clarify? Put it in the chat and I will look through that. Did you see any questions come through?
Not yet.
And if you guys have any questions or anything, just let me know and I'll be happy to answer those. But I'll let Jess kind of wrap up because we know your time is valuable. We want you to have the most out of this Team Talk Tuesday. It's so hard to say.
I love that. Thank you so much. So Amy says, any boards verbiage, that's what I struggle with. So do you use the boards app? No, she says no. So
no, I use the note app. I use the note section of my phone. And what I do is just draft some things up and keep them in there so I can copy and paste them. But I've been doing this long enough for 19 years that I kind of know what to say. And you can use ChatGPT too. I think I'll look at that boards link that I shared yesterday. I think there was some good verbiage on that. So hold please while you're doing your thing. I'll look and see if I can post that link in here.
Yeah, and I've just typed Scentsy Connect app is kind of new and it's free and it will help you with what to say. So if you go into the app store on your phone and you type in Scentsy Connect, it links to your workstation and that can help you too. And then you can just find a groove, right? A board. I'm sure there's boards. Oh, she found one. Thank you. So that was amazing. Thank you so much. If you guys have questions, we can definitely get those to Carol for you. I missed you guys since last week. I know it's like I'm in Florida and at the top of Florida, you guys talked about snow at the beginning. It's snowing in Florida, not where I live, but there's definitely snow and it definitely feels like a Midwestern day where I'm at. So, anyway, so I'll give a shout out though to the people who are into week 2 of boot camp. So give yourself a little shout out in the comments if you're into week 2 of boot camp. I want to also do a little plug for Inner Circle. Hopefully you guys are working towards making your way into the Inner Circle in for the month of February. Yeah, lots of you are into week 2. Good stuff. So you need 1,000 PRV this month you need to be posting twice a week, hashtag how you're working in your SSD's team page. What else? Using the opportunity group, we might have to like do a little switcheroo on that for this month, but it's definitely coming full-fledged, but still plan on it if you have it. What other requirements were there? 10 new customers this month. So if you're in the boot camp, you have to get 10 new customers by the end of boot camp. And if you're trying to be an inner circle for February, you also have to be in the boot camp. You definitely want to be in the inner circle. Last week was a little, we had people at leadership and, anyway, there's good stuff coming. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to talk about it, but the whole time. Also, I wanted to see and remind you guys that there are those Spark sessions that you guys can sign up for. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Does everybody know the Spark sessions? They're like little trainings. There's like 10 different topics that are really good. And from what I'm hearing, if you've done one, tell us in the chat, was it good? Did you like it? And then if it's okay, if you tell us in the chat you did it, maybe you can come off mute and tell us how it was. I think I pasted. Okay, Cameron, you're the first one. Do you want to tell us real quick, like what it was like and if you liked it? You said you loved it. So I think I pasted the link.
Yes, I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
They just did, I think, an amazing job with the Spark sessions and all the different topics that they have.
Yeah.
I personally did recruiting because that's something that I'm not a fan of and have never been able to accomplish it. So that's something that I did, and I learned a lot of stuff in that.
I love that. Thanks for sharing. Okay, Kim, can you come off mute and tell us about your Spark session real quick? We still have a couple minutes, so hopefully you guys can hang out.
Hey guys. I loved mine. I did I signed up for the one that was it was in regards to helping your team grow while you grew, and it was just so good. It was like it wasn't nothing like what I was expecting, which it turned out to be awesome. It was a smaller group. I don't know if they're limiting the amount of people in each one, but it had a really just cozy feel to it. There was like 22 of us in there, and we just bounced our ideas off of each other and just shared all the things that worked for us and what didn't work for us. And it was really, really good. I'm really looking forward to the next one that I register for.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Erica says, is there a way to watch them after they've happened? I think they're trying to keep it small. Kim, did they happen to say if you would be able, like if other people would be able to watch? I would assume not, but did they happen to say?
They didn't say, but I don't think that's something they're gonna do. No. Yeah.
All they said is for the people who joined the Spark session to do to go to the Scentsy Family Consultant page and write down how they thought about that session.
Okay.
That's all they basically told us to do. And I would highly encourage people to do it every month.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're going to sign up for a Spark session, tell us in the chat. We should all go sign up for one, like 10 different topics. And I think it's very intimate and personal so that you can talk freely and it's not recorded and it's not going to be shared with other people.
Yes.
So that way you feel comfortable sharing whatever it is they're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we have, like, if you need to hang up, it's 8:30, I get it. But I want to hear like a win of the week, or if somebody has a question, a show and tell. Did you guys like show and tell last week? I loved it. It was fun for me. But let's talk about this week. Who has, oh yeah, let's take our photo real quick and then do a show and tell. Okay, say hello. Who's taking, where you at?
While everybody's spotlighted, I can't get a big group photo.
Oh, people are spotlighted.
So
Yeah.
if you click on the gallery up in the corner where it says view, you can change your view.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Gallery, and then you'll be able to see everybody.
I did it. I was just having a blonde moment. Forgive me.
Okay.
Girl.
So there are 3 pages, so make sure you smile the whole time.
All right.
Carol, you were on page 1.
She's like
Stop it.
sunshine.
Okay, now page 3. Got
See what-
it.
See which one I show up on.
You.
You were on page 1.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, you're in my top spot.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, so who has a show and tell or something, a win of the week, something you're working on? Let's just do like a couple real quick. I know you guys are doing good stuff.
I just got the scent of the month in for next month.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, I think that's so club worthy.
it smells like Fruit Loops, I think. Does anybody else think it smells like Fruit Loops?
It smells exactly like lemons to me.
Lemons? Okay, you guys don't smell Fruit Loops, it's just me. Okay, so someone's sending their. Okay, so y'all, okay, so Becky Snowden with Cupid. Did you say that's your scent crate? Because that's super cute. Yes, I love that. Fruit Loops. Vicky, you're with me. I'm usually on these Zooms and nobody ever agrees with me whenever I say something. So see, y'all are my people. Okay, I'm gonna do a show and tell while you wait. Oh wait, Carol, do you have one? Did you have a show and tell?
I can make one.
Oh, you
Just
said be
kidding.
right back and then you turned your camera
Oh,
on. So
I went in my house because I have a special guest, but they're doing something, so I
well, you
can't.
can go hang out with your special guests. We won't be mad at you. Okay, so on accident, I realized today that I actually did something really cool. So at the beginning of August, I knew before the beginning of August, but the trip points started in August. I knew I needed new customers. Eventually I'm going to feel like a broken record to you guys because I know I've already said this, but so I started doing fundraisers. I would drop my kids off to school. I would come home and I would spend like however long it took me, up to 30 minutes, asking for at least 5 fundraisers on Facebook Messenger, different organizations, because I desperately needed new customers. So then I ended up with all these links to with free stuff. And then I saw someone else offer Valentine gift bags. And so I offered. This is all from the Dollar Tree, the gift bag, and it turned out super cute. But I offered mystery gift bags for $25 and I got a lot of it for free. And then I was able to buy other things that I needed in my business. So actually, I didn't realize like how beneficial it was going to be. I still invested the money back into my business because I always do. Like if I do an event or sell something, I always invest it back some way or the other into PRV, right? But I was able to use one of those fundraisers, made these $25. I feel like my customers love the $25 price point. Whether it be a wax collection or whatever it might be. I did a mini warmer, the little Valentine camper. I did 3 cubes. So from the 3 set of the Valentine's Day collection, I just used that Canva that somebody made the rack card and put them on there like a full cube. And then I did a scent circle. So it's more than $25 worth of stuff. You guys are posting super cute stuff in the chat. But you're welcome to come off mute if you want and show it. So I just wanted to like do a little plug for if you're trying to get 10 new customers this week or this month, there's still time to start like a fundraiser tomorrow and run it through the end of the month. It could also get you trip points and it can also get you free stuff. And you can let the link sit there whenever the new spring stuff launches. You can get a couple things for free. It's also really great in the holidays when the harvest and the holiday collection rolls around to get some of that stuff for free. And then I went live in my stories today with the Valentine's Day collection that I got. So I sell a lot in my stories. If you guys don't go live, I 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay, super cute stuff, Renee. Do you want to come off mute and show us? Or do you guys are really good at posting these pictures in the chat. I'm not good at that. 3 events this week. I love that. How do you book your events? We need to know all the things.
One of the things that I do for my customers is I let them know that some scents are club worthy. So like limited time only, I just make sure that there's a little thing that says this scent is club worthy. So then they know that they should add it to their club before it sells out. So that's something I do to kind of promote club or really push it with my club members. So if you send Happy Mail, you can send them a scent circle in that scent that's only available and just put a little sticker on there that says this scent is club worthy. So that, and I've got like, I have the little XOs ready to go for my club people. It's not going to let me because it keeps trying to move. Stop moving. I got a new camera and it wants to move with me. It's weird. But anyway, it just says, thank you for your awesome club order. So they're getting these ones because they're fun and unique and so those are some things you can do with your customers. All my customers get scent circles now. I don't know if I told you guys that. I revamped all of my customer thank you. So they mail out with a stamp. Well, a non-machinable stamp. But the butterfly. It's like $1, so still, but it's the cheapest way to send them a thank you.
I do it with one regular stamp.
You're gonna start getting them back. Well, I got
It totally
stuff back.
depends on the post office
100%.
because
My post office has got my number, apparently. They are like so strict on things that I do. So,
That has also happened to me. I've gotten scent circles sent back.
yep, because they're non-machinable technically because they won't bend. So you have to have a non-machinable stamp, which is the pretty butterfly, the
Yep.
Colorado, this one.
Yes.
So you have to
Okay.
put this one on there.
but if you cut the cardboard off the back, somebody did that. I forget who it was.
Mm.
Then it should go with the regular stamp. But I use the same post office always, every month. I send out, I don't know how many pieces of mail, and randomly my postman shows up on my doorstep with a bundle. And I then go in and I'm like, listen, you guys, I send these every month. They go and they take them
Wow.
with
I
my
also
regular
find
stamp. So
They do bend if I push it real hard, but then it looks like crap. So anyway, but I wouldn't cut the back off because that's where all the legal jargon is. So you don't want to separate that from your scent circles.
okay.
I find that if you mail them in a
Andrea on the same wavelength. Andrea.
if you mail them in a birthday card envelope, that size envelope, I think I have one here. But you have to cut the bottom of it off where the scanny part of it is. It'll fit in there. Because birthday cards can be like thickish, if that's a word. And so like a lot of times if I mail them in a regular like legal envelope, like a business envelope, they will come back. But if I put them in a birthday size envelope, then they don't come back as many.